This is a picture of my light stand in my living room. It's a 4-tiered stand that I purchased from Sam's. And let's look and see what we have. The top row, I am using daylight fluorescent tubes. The project here was to see to promote vegetative growth with the leaves, because the daylight spectrum is supposed to promote good leaf growth. So I've just rearranged them, so that's why they're all blooming and looking nice, I guess. This first one here is the Optimara. These are all African violets up here. Optimara Martinique. I grew this one from a leaves. It's one of the first plants that I grew from a leaf, and it just bloomed. You probably can't tell because of the light. It has the white Geneva edges that I like. This one is a Dolly, Optimara Dolly. It's one of my first ones that I ordered. I like the bloom color. I gave one to my sister. She killed it, and I brought this one back. This is one of the ones that I brought back that my sister killed. She forgot to water it. The one in the back is a Optimara Michelangelo. It's in its all purple form. I've seen it a little bit more bicolored than this, with more white in the center and the purple on the edges, but there it is. This one is also another Martinique, Optimara. This one doesn't show the, this is its first bloom, it doesn't show the white edges like the other one did. It's much more purple than it reflects in the light. This one is a Kentucky Gooseberries. It's a semi, I believe, double foliage. This is I killed the first plant that I received of this. It's plant that I grew from leaves. It's doing pretty nicely, actually. These in the back are some girl leaf plants. I was into a girl leaf plant phase back in a while when I first started. This one in the back is Optimara Los Angeles. I'm just waiting for it to bloom. I went nuts over trying to get this leaf, and it still hasn't bloomed yet. I've had it for almost a year, but it's mainly because of my fault. I didn't realize how to water plants and all that kind of stuff. So it's still here. This one is also a Kentucky Broad. It hasn't bloomed yet either, but I've made a lot of mistakes with it. Same with the Optimara Los Angeles, and so I'm learning. So hopefully it should be blooming pretty soon. And I've just repotted them. That's why it looks sort of dirty and not great. This one right here is I think it's called Mosaic. It's supposed to be a Fantasy Blossom, but the Fantasy Blossom hasn't picked in yet. It is its first bloom, so I'm not too worried about it. It's also one of the first leaves that I received, and it still survived. Got it about a year ago. The one in the back is an Optimara Monet. You can see it's about to bloom. I think it should be similar to the Michelangelo, and that it's going to be a bicolored one. This one is an Optimara Ontario 1. I was looking for the Ontario 2. The Ontario 2 is supposed to be a space violet. I don't think this one is, but I got it anyway. So, hey, it looks pretty nice at least. The one in the back is White Madonna. It has girly foliage. I had one originally. I killed it for watering issues. This one grew back. And if you see the red marking on the leaf, I was trying to hybridize with it. I don't think it took. So, but I kept it on there anyway. And I've just repotted it because I think it was lacking some nutrients, and that's why it's all yellow and stuff. And this one here is a Seninja tip cutting. I forgot which one it is, but I was just trying that out too. Okay, the second row of leaves, the second row of the light stand. The light that I use for this one is a combination of daylight and kitchen and bath tube. It gives the warm and white lighting to promote even growth. Alright, let's see. This is a species of I think it's St. Paula Confucia Mother E, I believe. I think it's a trailer. It's my first species, and it just bloomed about a week ago. Looks pretty nice. I'm interested to see the bloom drop. It's supposed to be a dropper. Pretty happy with it. This one is the back is Optimara Hero CJ 2. I think it's Hero CJ Maybe it was Hiroshige. I don't know. It's Japanese, whatever. Uh, I had it at my job. It bloomed pretty great actually, and so I just repotted it and brought it down some to make it give it some period to rest and to grow. The one in the back is Optimara Atlanta 1. It has girly foliage. It comes from the girly foliage craze that I had. It actually has a seed pod on it, but you can't see it right here. But hopefully they grow into something nicely. I was trying to hybridize with it and it actually took. So yay. This one is Spanish moss. I am trying to grow it for show. The show is in about 6 weeks. Looks pretty nice. The edges, the outer leaves are kind of I don't know, pale looking. I don't know if I need to groom it out or not. I'm just gonna leave it alone and see what happens. My first time growing the show, so hey, let's see what happens. This one is Dark Night of the Soul. I'm not too crazy about the dark foliage, but excuse me, the dark blossoms, but it looks nice. I don't really like semis and minis. I like the big plants, but it's okay. Yay, whatever. This one in the back is Optimara Scarlet. It was a Noid that I saved. I'm pretty sure it's a Scarlet. I've identified it, but I just wanted to practice with trying to grow something out to show like, and also to just practice hybridizing with it. So I've hybridized with it with Hero CJ2 and some other plants in the back you can't see. I did it about a week ago. I'm not sure if it's taken yet, so we'll see in about a month. Let's see. This one is Optimara Pennsylvania. I was practicing growing the show with it. It's about 6 weeks from the show. I don't think I'm going to enter it into the show. I just wanted to try to experiment how growing the show works. If I had a before picture of it, it was pretty small. And actually, I've learned through all this that disc budding plants actually help a lot. It's gotten dramatically bigger. The one in the back is my favorite plant of all. It's an Optimara Hawaii 2. I'm growing it out for show. I don't think it's going to be show quality. I had some problems in the middle of it with a fungus infection, so I have a big culture break. If you can see how the leaves are different and small, I don't want to take it apart, but I think I may just enter in the show just to see what happens, because I've put a lot of time into it and I've really noticed this one grow a lot in the last 3 months or so. So I'm just want to see what'll happen. This one is an Optimara Degas 2. It bloomed pretty nicely in the past. I killed it a little bit and it's still staying on, so I decided to see, what happens. It's not in bloom yet. This one is a Sinninja Speciosa hybrid by Bristol's, I think it's Bristol's Good Morning. It doesn't have any blooms on it right now. I just took off some seeds from it about a week ago, and so I think it's probably resting right now. This one in the back is a Phalaenopsis, a mini. I saved it from Lowe's in October, so about, 3 or 4 months later, it bloomed pretty nicely. So I was trying to test and see if I could bring something back to get a new spike, and I did, and it looks pretty nice actually. I actually like the color. It's nice purple. The one in the back is a Sharita Tamia. I think they changed it to Prumalina or Prumalina. It has seed pods on it. I was trying to hybridize with it and see if I can create seed pods. Now I'm told I'm going to have tons of plants now later, but they're the seed pods. I'm pretty happy with it. I actually hated this plant when I first got it, and I was going to try to take it back or give it away, but then once it bloomed, when I wasn't paying attention, I actually liked the bloom. So I decided to see if I can mix some more seeds with it and give some away and go from there. These last two are Apicias. I don't really care for Apicias, but I got them on a trip to Texas when I was visiting a nursery, and this is pretty much what he had, and they're okay, but I may give them away because I don't really care about Apicias at the moment. But watch, once I give them away, I'm going to like them again and wish I would have had them. So see, the third row, these are grown under grow lights and also wide spectrum lights. I have 2 of them. I probably only need to have 1, but they're kind of purple and pink are looking. Let's see, these are all things they're like seedlings, I think. I'm growing, this one is called Lemon Drop. I'm trying to grow this one to show as a semi. We'll see what happens. The rest of them are just plants, I guess. This is Spanish moss again. This one is another Hero CJ2. I need to figure out how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is another Hero CJ. And I would say Hero Shagi. Maybe it's Hero Shagi. I don't know. Alright, so that's it. That's one of how it looks in bloom. Probably should give that away. That's another Spanish moss right here. And these are just things I have. I'm trying to stay off the Optimaras, but like this plant right here are all Optimara Dolly. I really liked it a lot, so I was going to give one back to my sister. Hopefully she could take care of it this time and give some away. And I know one of these is Yellowstone. I think it's these in the front are Yellowstone, Optimara Yellowstone. They have, I think, nice purple double blossoms. See, and last row, this is grown on the full spectrum light. So it's like it mimics sunlight, and these are all just seedlings. These two right here are Sharitas or Promelinas. I don't know how to pronounce it. Should have tried to check that out before I did this. But this is I think Sharita Walkeray. It looked pretty nice actually until I took it out of the container and it started to wilt. So maybe it will come back. This other one is, I think, Sharita Stardust. It started wilting when I took it out of the container as well, so I just put it back in a Ziploc bag to trap in the moisture. And these are just some other ones. There's some minis and semis in here, and also some space violets. I've killed a lot of them, and there's some more leaves coming in. You can see it. I would take the cover off, but that probably involved too much work of me trying to hold the camera and remove the cover. Alrighty. So I'm just keeping a record of everything. And here is the plant stand. And it's January 21st, 2012. Enjoy.